North Walton Doctors Hospital officials are claiming that Walton County EMS crews are purposely not transferring patients to their hospital. The hospital's senior executive for external relations, Dr. John Ward, presented his concerns to the county commission on Tuesday. The Walton County Sheriff's Office oversees EMS. We spoke with both sides. As News 13's Grace Velez tells us, patient preference is at the heart of this dispute.
When a new facility had opened in our area, we noticed that our EMS transports fell by over 50%. And that was somewhat to be expected because then you have two facilities. So you would think that, there would be some of those transports going to the other facility. But what happened was not only did our transports fall by more than 50%, the new facility saw 4 times the number of patients we saw, which indicated that for the year and a half that we've been open, there have been more than double the number of appropriate EMS transports that should have been brought to our facility. That got us digging a little bit deeper.
Here's the simplest way of thinking about this. Why would we drive past his hospital to drive another 25 miles to a hospital in Okaloosa County or into South Walton if the patient didn't request it?
Dr. Ward's claims are based off of national benchmarks and anecdotal evidence from patients, one being a staff member at the hospital.
Last week, one of our doctors who are on staff for our hospital, one of his staff members happened to be at the Walmart in Defuniak, and she passed out and they called EMS. When EMS got there, she requested to go to our facility. She was told by the EMT on site that they couldn't take her to our facility, and they took her to a facility 6 times further away.
But Walton County Sheriff Michael Atkinson said there's more to that story, and that crews needed to take her where there was a neurologist on call. But Ward has a reason to believe patient care documents are being falsified.
Verbally talking this over with the EMS chief, he told our chief operating officer that the official document, which is the patient care report, stated that this staff member of our doctor requested to go to the facility they took her to, which means that they falsified the patient care report.
An allegation Sheriff Atkinson says he plans to defend.
To accuse those crews of doing something unethical and illegal in that regard, it's very disappointing.
Another woman shared a similar incident at the commission meeting, saying she requested to go to North Walton Doctors Hospital and was instead taken a county away where they couldn't help her. Again, Atkinson had an explanation for that.
An individual who had a shoulder injury, and why was she not taken to North Walton Doctors Medical? What they failed to disclose was this was back in October, and they did not have orthopedic services there in the ER at that time.
He says the standard for EMS transports largely relies on patient preference.
The bottom line from the sheriff's office standpoint, absent a medical acuity, some level of emergency situation past what a capability of a facility is, we go to patient preference. And I just want to be clear and unequivocal about this. I will never deviate that. For a for-profit hospital, for a public hospital, it doesn't matter.
Ward also emphasized a focus on patient preference, but he says they've been digging and have gathered even more testimonies.
We've now gotten 6 different patients who have told us that they wanted to come to our facility.
In a recent Facebook post, Ward told the sheriff the ball was in his court.
At the end of the day, in Walton County, EMS is under the sheriff's department, so the buck stops with the sheriff. I would like to have a meeting with the sheriff, which I actually requested before all of this. I'd like to share with him what these national benchmarks should look like, and I would like to work toward making the transports look like what they should look like, and making sure that his EMTs and paramedics know what the protocols are.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We want them to be successful, but we take great umbrage to the social media warriors of the world.
A meeting was scheduled for Wednesday morning but was canceled. Atkinson said they canceled it because they received a letter of intent to sue from Ward.
We have to have a compelling reason to drive past the standalone ER if you're north of I-10, and that's the law. And so, obviously we were informed that he intended to sue. And, unfortunately for him, he probably picked the wrong subject and the wrong people for that, because we're perfectly willing and capable of defending that. And I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money.
Ward says he wouldn't categorize what he sent as a letter of intent to sue, instead calling it a notice that Florida statute requires you to send ahead of a lawsuit, giving the governmental entity 90 days to resolve the issue before having to get the courts involved. Dr. Ward said he hopes it does not get to that point.
What I would just say, simply follow the money. Who has an interest in this? Our interest is in providing the best service to the people of Walton County in a manner that makes sense. And I will defend my crews, my firefighters, medics, EMTs, for trying to do the right thing in this regard. And contrary to maybe public statements, there's no factual basis to support that. But we will defend that in court, and we'll certainly sit down and do depositions.
Reporting in Walton County, Grace Velez, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
While Dr. Ward says he is open to sitting down and having a conversation, Atkinson said they've already been meeting regularly over the past year, and that the department would no longer be meeting with hospital officials outside of a recorded legal setting.